Hi everybody, John Swift here. On a Monday, after a long weekend, a lazy weekend. I didn't do much this weekend. I did some editing, but besides that, I was very lazy and hung out. Did you have a nice? There's a bug in front of my face. Did you have a nice weekend? Hope so. So today, I wanted to take a look at some of these great murals that we have in Sarasota. Today, I'm on Pineapple and Selby Lane, downtown area. There are some historic buildings that behind me have been here for a long time too. These buildings over here have a lot of history that were built by some of the, I guess you could say, founding fathers. The fathers, not the fathers. That would be something else. And so speaking of murals, there is a really great mural right behind me here. This one really catches your eye when you're going down the street. You know, you can see it says it has Sears in it, and it has a liquor store. I see, oh, it says Chalk Festival back there in the back. Right up there it says Chalk Festival, right around there. And these cars look to be maybe 1940s or 50s. I'm thinking maybe this is reflective of the Main Street view here in Sarasota. You can see there's a hotel sign at the top. I'm just not really clear. I don't know the history that well, but anyway, this artist's name is Cobra with a K, Cobra. So, fantastic mural. There's actually one right over here too. This area, for some reason, I think maybe they've zoned it for murals, but what a great picture that is. I wonder what kind of, does anybody know what kind of camera that is? This one actually says a Nat Ronin. You see that? A Nat Ronin. I'm not sure who these artists are, but if you see this and you're the artist, get a hold of me. Try to email me or something, or leave a comment. Or if you know the artist, leave a comment. So what I wanted to do today is kind of cruise around Sarasota and check out some of the really great murals, because actually I'm kind of a mural fanboy type. Because, I mean, if you're driving around town, you can't miss these things. And I just really admire artists that can do something on that big a scale. I'm more of a photographer type of person. I'm better at photography than I am painting or whatever, although I do sketch a little bit. So I just wanted to come out and check out, and maybe you'll find this interesting, these great murals around town. Let's go take a look at some more stuff. So I'm actually right across the street now, and there's actually some interesting, I don't know if you'd call it graffiti, but I'll call it artwork. There's some interesting stuff here. This is a tattoo parlor right across the street. They have some really nice paintings here. I think they're very tasteful. I don't know what the local places think of them, but you know, there's all kinds of art. But this one's really cool. Has some kind of like little symbols kind of in there. Real nice. Come check that out at Fruition Tattoo. Very nice. And then as we come around the corner, there's a really tall one here. I don't know how well we're going to be able to see this, because the sun's at a kind of a weird angle. I'll try to move around a little bit. You know, everything's up to interpretation. and immediately you would look at that and say that's some kind of skeletal Mickey Mouse. But, you know, who knows? Does anybody remember when Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses came out? That was a little bit controversial because it looked like there was a robot raping somebody, and that was somebody's interpretation of that. But this is really cool. I wonder if this is steampunk, but it kind of looks like a flamingo, sort of like a robotic flamingo. And there's a person, we won't call him Mickey, we'll just say there's a person maybe wearing a Mickey hat that's melting. Very interesting. Great. So there actually used to be another one here, but they replaced it with this one. Oh, and this person looks like it says Pixel Pancho. That's kind of a cool name. And I assume that that's not his birth name, or him or her, but I'm assuming that's not their birth name. I'm assuming it's a man, but cool name though. I think a lot of these people have like what do you call that? A pseudonym or something, or an artist's name, or of course, if you don't know this, my real name is not John Swift, but it's a part of my name is John, and yeah, we'll tackle that in a different video. I'll have to address the story how I got the name John Swift. I guess that will be a future video on this channel. So we're gonna go look at some more look at some more art. If you look at this one, I actually did this one in the vlog video that I posted also. This is a very nice one on the side of a building. If I was to describe it, it looks like sort of a man that has flowers blossoming from maybe the windows or his mind or his creativity. A lot of color there, very nice painting or a mural. Really colorful down here. I think it's good that artists get the opportunity to get noticed by public art, because otherwise you'd have to go to a it's listing a couple different artists here, and I can't pronounce their names, so I'm not going to try, but I'll just shoot their names here. So good job. It says it's called, I guess it's called Going Vertical. Very nice artwork. This one, I don't see a title to it, but it looks like it says, I'm not clear, it looks like EOS or something like that, 75. But a really great painting. Took a lot of time, I'm sure, to get all these colors in there, and really nice weave. To me, it looks like a lot of texture and like leaves and things like that. And it says thanks to SRQ up here. It looks like it says Maxi Herman, I don't know. That's why I'm shooting it, because I'm not sure. But it has a .com now, name if you want to get a hold of them. MAXEHRMAN. That's what it looks like. It's fantastic. This painting behind me is going to take a little bit of explanation. If you drive by this painting from week to week or month to month, it changes actually. And I'm not sure if he's doing different paintings and then putting it out. I guess that's what it is. But I can't remember what the last one was. But it looks like a girl with some high-heeled boots there, and she's got a what do they call it? Have a nice stable in, and it's nice. But it's always out here on this fence. And this fence is really just a big parking lot, actually. There's some houses back here. I'm just making an assumption that it's the guy who lives back here. But this is a big parking lot, I think, for a big church down here. I think that's who owns this parking lot. I'm not positive on that. But if you, this road over here, this road over here is a big thoroughfare, Fruitville, and there's a lot of traffic down here, and so we come down here a lot, and we'll notice from time to time that this painting over here will change, and that's pretty cool. If you know, it's not signed, so if you know the guy who does that, or you are the guy who does that, get a hold of me, and maybe we could interview you or something. I don't know, but very interesting how it's always in this one spot, and if you look over, it'll be different, and it's kind of a neat little public mural or painting that me appreciate art. And the other thing, speaking of that, I wanted to show my shirt. I just bought this shirt, and I was always a big fan of like those surfers. Remember those surfer shirts that you used to be able to get? Maybe I'm dating myself, in the 80s and the 90s, that they used to have like palm trees and or surfers on there and things like that. A lot of traffic, noisy out here. Do you remember those shirts that you used to be able to get? Well, I don't remember seeing those. Like, I'm thinking like Birdwell and Ocean Pacific and you know, Sex Wax and all those surf companies that were around in the 80s and 90s. I don't know if they're out, but I saw this shirt, and it looked like a very relaxing shirt. And what does it say? Leisure time, leisure, happy. I can't read upside down very good. Escape to Paradise. Okay, Escape to Paradise. That's the part I wanted to. Jesus, is getting long. You know, if you can't escape to paradise, then maybe you could take a little moment in your day to escape to paradise in your mind. Take a nice little 5-minute to imagine a beautiful place. You've heard the term happy place. Find your happy place, maybe. And sometimes I think it's really important to find your happy place or escape to paradise just for a few minutes during the day. Maybe it's getting really hectic. You're at work and you're like, oh my God, you know, this is Monday and it's overwhelming, and you know, just find your happy place. And It takes effort, but you can do it. Let's go take a look at some more stuff. So I'm out here on Florida Avenue and 10th Street. I wanted to mention this in case you live in the Sarasota area. You could come check these out. You could do a little tour, hopefully by the videos, and you could write down where they are. Or you can Google them or whatever. This building is the former Ice House building. Now it's SAS Mercantile now, and they have a lot of, looks like they have a lot of neat stuff in there. This what do you call it? This mural. I don't know why I'm having trouble with the mural. This one looks like it was done by J-Back. That's what I'm taking out of this. You tell me if I'm right or wrong. Leave a comment in there. But this one I think is really, I really think the ones that are pictures of a picture of a, like what am I trying to say? A painting of a picture of something realistic is what I'm trying to say. And this is one of the most realistic murals I've ever seen, because that really looks like a hand. And I think it's ice cubes in somebody's hands. It looks like a woman's hand, of course, but I'm not going to be sexist and say it is, but it has fingernails. But this one I really appreciate. You can see this one right when you're going off 10th Street down here. You see this because there's this empty field, so there's nothing obstructing your view. But I just really think this is one of my favorites of all the murals. And if you know J-Back, go ahead and leave a comment if he has a website or something, and stick that on the comment section down below. Give him a little credit. But hopefully they'll leave this there, because it was here, I believe, to advertise for Ice House, and then S&S Mercantile took over this building. So really one of my favorites of all the ones. It just amazes me how you can make hands that are 10 feet tall look that realistic. I think that's just, you know, amazing. So let's go check out some more. So do you know who Guy DeBarro is? That's what it says right on the book right there. You can read that. You know, I looked it up one day and I just can't remember. And I also wanted to mention that this, real quick, that it looks like this artist's name is Editions MTO. I just wanted to get that in there real quick. This is a really neat, looks like about a 30-story mural. I'll back up so you can see the whole thing. If you know who Guy DeBarro is, I don't think he's alive anymore. I think he was a playwright. That's what I remember looking up. But anyway, put it in the comments if you know who that is. But check out how cool this is. This is the Players Theater. I believe this is 9th Street, right near 41 and 9th Street here at the Players Theater. You can look that up on a Google search. But a really cool, and you notice something on his shoulder up there? A little squirrel. And does anybody know why his forehead may have that yellow T, like makeup T on there? I'm not sure about that. That's what's fun about art, is it's up to your own interpretation, pretty much. What does that mean? But you know, a really nice portrait of this guy, and his name just happens to be Guy, too. So that's pretty cool. See you, Guy. So here I am on the last stop. This is the last mural, and it's a really big one. And from, I guess, from looking from right where we are, it looks like just like a big shed or a big warehouse, right? But we're gonna back up, and can you kind of see what this is right here? What this is? This is a boxing glove. This is how big this thing is. And I'm not sure the artist's name is. It says MTO on there, and that, I don't know if that's the artist's name. But as we back up here, you're gonna be able to see the whole mural. You know, it looks like a woman because of the long hair in the back. I'm not gonna say if it is for sure, but this is one of the largest murals that I've seen in Sarasota. This is at the Sarasota Fight Club. They do boxing and MMA. And fantastic. I've never seen a mural that's this long, actually. That's gotta be 100 feet long or something like that. So thanks for watching today, and I hope you liked the art. I think it's neat that people who are artists can share their work publicly so everybody can enjoy the art, you know, rather than somebody just tucking away in their house or somewhere where you can't see it. I just think the idea of public art is a really cool, neat thing that people do, and when they can share that everybody, and when somebody paints something like that, like back here, and everybody can enjoy it. I think that's just one of the nicest things about public art. So make sure you check out my other channel, which is my new channel, John Swift Live. Check that out. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. And I'm also selling t-shirts, so that information is also available on my homepage on the website. It's John Swift at spreadshirt.com. So I had a lot of fun showing you these things. If you live in Sarasota, come check out some of these things. Oh, by the way, this one is kind of complicated. I might as well mention. If you know where the old Cox Lumber building is out here, it's a little side road off of Fruitville, and you come down to this Cox Lumber building. It doesn't really have a sign, but if you come all the way down here past this train, and if you look up Sarasota Fight Club maybe on Google Earth or Google, you could probably find it. But anyway, come check out some of this artwork, because I think it's, you know, it's really great. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.